What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out something that was suggested by a subscriber, the Slate Splitters of Penrhyn. You know, I do know that Welsh is famous for their slate, and I believe that most of it comes from this particular area. I don't know how I know that, but I've seen that somewhere. But I also know that this area is famous for something else I want to look up at some point. I've had this on the list for quite some time now. Someone sent this to us, and I believe the Zip World, the fastest zip line in the world, it either goes over a quarry in Penrhyn. Yeah, Penrhyn Quarry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember that.
How did you remember
because
that?
I've been wanting to check that out for so long.
Oh my goodness.
Sometime we're going to check that out sometime in the future.
World's fastest zip line.
Yes, and I know how much you love zip lines. I think that's why I've thought about that. But guess what?
Yeah, we've actually been sent a few slate items as well from Wales. This is the Welsh national anthem on a really thick piece of slate. And
this coaster I've literally used every day pretty much since I got it. It's always got my water over here on it. So we actually use Welsh Slate, probably from the Penrhyn Quarry, I'm guessing.
Isn't that cool?
And so I don't really understand exactly what they mean by slate splitters, but I think I know what they might mean.
The people who harvest the slate, basically.
I think it's people that are like somehow cutting the slate into sheets or something like that.
It.
And so I thought this would be interesting. You know, this is something I've never even thought to look up before. But once, you know, someone asked me to check it out, I was like, yeah, this would be interesting.
Cool topic.
I usually love like the kind of the working with your hands, the engineering type stuff, all this type of thing.
Yeah.
And so, this will probably be fascinating. The Slate Splitters of Penrhyn Quarry.
So yeah, it's that place.
Oh!
Sawmill supervisor.
Oh my word.
Yes.
Hold on. I didn't even hear what he said because
I didn't either. I was like taken aback by the vastness.
Yeah. Actually, I just want to see that for a second.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
So I'm wondering, maybe it'll get into this in the video, but is it like this all dug out and like a crater because they've
quarried it?
Yeah, because they've taken so much.
Look at all the loose rock here. I'm thinking it probably is. And you can see I don't know if this is excavation or if these are roads. I think this is excavation, but
it's beautiful.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at the water down. This is beautiful.
Neil Roberts. Sawmill supervisor.
Sawmill?
35 years.
First mentioned in a Welsh poem in 1570.
You had to learn all the different faults that's in the slate.
Oh my
how to know where the grain's going. How to know how to saw them in the right direction.
Wow.
And then learn how to split the trade of split.
They're going to split it by hand.
Yeah.
Pressing them down to the finished product.
Wow.
That is an art form.
Dude, look at how smooth that is.
Well, after the blast, they'll have a look at the different sizes of the material that they're looking at. And they will decide what goes into the wagon, you know, the small pieces that doesn't do 12-12.
Wow. It's amazing.
Mostly we sort it out down here. So the lads that on the pecker down here and the wheel loader that carries in will have a look at it and it comes into the market.
I bet that's very heavy.
He makes the final decision. He says if there's too many faults in it, it won't make a roofing tile. We'll put an X in it and it'll go back out.
Did you say roofing tile?
I forgot about that. They do make
slate tiles.
Yeah. For roofs.
There's a few houses around here that I've noticed have slate.
I wonder what all they do with slate. Obviously, things like coasters and plaques and whatnot, roofing tiles. Wonder how. Like, I feel this, and I'm thinking that it's not something that would work for like extremely
intensive things. Yeah, it doesn't seem super durable.
Like, do they make tiles to walk on with slate? Do they make slate like tiles on floors and stuff? I don't know. It seems like if it's
I think so.
If it's thick enough, I think it would work.
Yeah.
And it seems like it'd be a really cool tile, the look of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it. I like the way it feels.
Yeah, I do too.
It's nice. It feels like the type of material that if you had it in your like bathroom or something and you had radiant flooring heat, it would be nice on your feet.
Yeah, it does.
As in the thickness of the block, we measure it
That
down
is
into,
crazy.
what we call
Wow.
thickness of 4 slates. If you get a 32, split it down to 16 in half. Then from 16, split it half down to 8. Then from 8, split in half down to 4.
Look at that.
Tail pedwar in Welsh. And then from 4
Roofing
down to 2.
slate.
From down to 2, down to 1. And that's your process then from split them all again.
I can't believe they do this by hand.
I know, you would think it would break.
That's impressive.
Must be stronger than I thought.
You open a slate up, you know if it's at a fault, what kind of a fault. So that's when you learn the marking. And I'm showing you the different faults on the outside of the block. Well, you can have that on the inside of the block. So you know then you've got an idea when you go marking.
Our largest ever slate was applied to King's College Dining Hall
In Cambridge.
Wow.
1,300 millimeters by 700 millimeters.
I don't know how big that is off the top of my head.
I don't have my phone either, so I can't.
But that looks like it's really big.
Oh my goodness. I wonder what it was used for.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dining hall.
Was it used for a table?
Ooh, that's
I don't know.
interesting. I don't know.
Which way the grain's going. So it gives you an idea of the direction of the pillar.
That would be hard work.
You've got to
Yeah,
feel
what-
in the chisel. As a Mark, you could see it, Mark playing with his chisel earlier on. You could feel it, it's not going to go. So he was turning it to his side and splitting from the side. Turning it back to the head and he's feeling again. No, it's not going to go. It's all in the feel too. You got to feel it and you got to watch it. And
Wow,
things
man.
you see in it. Oh,
Put it on. That was a no.
Sorry to be loud. 1,000
slates in a day. How?
I just can't imagine like the reverberation off of that. Like pounding that all day, how your joints would be impacted. Like
How?
because they're experts, I guess.
But 1,000 slates a day.
That's efficient.
Okay, think about that. I'm at loss for words for that because I'm thinking like, okay, I don't know how many hours they're working a day. 8 hours. I mean, how would you split up to 1,000 a day? I can't even imagine splitting hundreds a day.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a few dozen.
I mean, but you know how it is. Like you get efficient at something, and once you get ins and outs, and you've got your stuff down, you can.
That's crazy. This is like both. It takes both gentleness and strength at the same time, and I can see how like you literally have to. Over time you can feel it through each knock of the hammer. You can feel
what's going on,
what's happening. That's incredible.
Know when to like rotate it if you need to. Or I bet slate is pretty pricey because if it's all done by hand, it's not mass produced. Then you're gonna be paying a lot more probably.
Well, you saw like they had a big saw, right? So they were actually sawing.
Well, that's true.
But I think they're splitting it by hand, but they're sawing these larger pieces of slate into smaller.
Well, that makes sense.
Pieces, yeah.
You know where it's going to go.
That's incredible, guys.
You learn your techniques as you go along. Oh, definitely.
3 and 5 tons.
Wow.
Slate around. If you feel that the slate's not going to split through the top end, and you need to turn it around as a way.
Look how fast he's rolling with
the 2 middle fingers. Just pick it up and use your 2 middle fingers and it's
2 little fingers.
Especially when you're sitting down.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. It must be stronger than my hand.
Yeah, it must be stronger.
We will always have manual splitters. The skills they have cannot be replaced by a machine. The machines can split standard small slates, but we provide many different sizes and types for buildings all over the world that only a skilled splitter can produce.
Job
This is why
security.
these experts are so important still
look at
to
that.
the construction world, and why slate splitting will be a skilled job for years to come. We are extremely proud of our heritage and how the generations here helped build the world.
That's really cool. As you
Wow.
should be.
Yes. Mad props to these guys. Like, this was obviously a skill. This is obviously a very important skill, honestly. I mean, like there's probably a ton of things we don't even know are being built with slate.
Yeah.
You know, like roof tiles.
I love the look of slate tiles on roofs.
Yes. I'm curious, is anything else here slate? You know what I mean? Like, is it just the roof?
Like the driveways, don't look at that.
It looks like it.
Kind of does.
I mean, I think based off what we were seeing here, how like he could kind of throw these onto others and they didn't break, right?
Yeah.
And so I think maybe if they had thicker pieces, you might be able to create things like driveways out of them and whatnot. That's beautiful. If it is. I love the look of the roof.
I do too.
You know, I love the color of slate. You know, we see it every day with these couple of things.
Again, I wonder what the price is like to do a roof in slate and how often you would need to replace tiles from damage or something.
Yeah, but like you think about it, compared to like an asphalt roof,
lasts a lot longer.
I have a feeling this would last a very long time outside of you potentially tiles coming off or something.
Around here we get hail though, so I wonder if hail would damage it.
Depends on how. I think it depends on how thick they are, but I think roof tiles, you know, maybe. Hell, like it depends. I mean, you'd have to have some pretty big hail.
That's gonna go through the roof.
Right.
So you have bigger issues.
I mean, think about it. If they can tap it with a hammer, hail's not necessarily going to do any major damage to it. I don't think. You know, I'd be curious to know how these types of tiles are actually stuck to a roof. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like what kind of glue? So. Yeah, you can't nail them. So what kind of glue or whatnot are they using for that? But guys, this was very interesting. You know, like it's something that I never really thought about. Yeah. How they have to split these things, and like you even think about this, like. This is a round one. This coaster. It's like it'd be interesting to know how exactly.
They cut it and.
Yeah. Were the sides polished? Was the top polished? I have no idea.
I do. I love the feel of it though.
I do too. I love the sound of it.
Don't break it.
I'm not gonna break it. Slate's actually, I think it is sturdier than it seems because we're seeing them, you know, split these. So on the surface you think, okay, it must not be too sturdy because you're splitting it. Right. You know, but at the same time. It does seem to be sturdy. But it is fascinating to me how they're able to actually keep it so flat like that.
And it comes off so smooth and straight. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is amazing, guys. Definitely, I could see this is something that really wouldn't be handled very well by most saws or machines, I'm thinking. Because, I mean, you think about it, you would have to...
crack it or bust it.
Yeah, I can imagine this is something that you would always want to do by hand for at least the thin splitting. Yeah. I think obviously it makes sense if you got these big, large, massive blocks, cutting it with a saw might make sense.
It has to be a wet saw though.
Yeah, it has to be a wet saw. Anytime you're going to cut something like tile and I'm guessing slate, you...
Probably glass? I don't know.
Probably glass. I mean, I've cut tile plenty of times with a wet saw to lay tile in a bathroom or something like that. But in terms of like... glass, I've never really cut glass, so I have no idea. But like slate, it does make sense, you know, because it's basically tile, you know, the way it feels and whatnot.
Before we finish, can we go look where this region is in Wales?
Yeah.
Oh, look. It's got Zip World down there. It's literally at the quarry.
No kidding. All right. Guys, let us know in the comments if you've ever done the Zip World Penrhyn Quarry.
And is it a must do?
Yeah.
Velocity Zip Line. There's another one.
We're going to have to check that out. That's interesting. There's so many. Okay, so...
Snowdonia Mountain Lodge. Oh, okay. So must be near Snowdonia National Park.
Okay. Where is the Penrhyn Quarry? I don't see it here.
The natural pond.
But it must. Oh, there's Penrhyn Quarry right there. So it goes over it. Okay, so this is. Okay, I lost it. Hold on. Okay, right here. Okay, beside. I can't pronounce that. Okay, it's right here roughly.
Bethesda.
So it's. Oh, okay. So it's like Northern on the Wales. North, close to. Okay, there's Bangor. All right.
Anglesey. Oh, Anglesey's in Wales?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We've gotten sea salt from there.
Yeah.
Someone's done a sea salt from there. Mm-hmm. I use it all the time.
Anyways, guys, this was really interesting. I kind of wish it was longer.
Yeah, same.
I would love to see more with this.
I didn't think the topic of slate splitting would be that interesting.
It is, though. It's just fascinating. Really cool. You know, I love the fact that people are still doing things like this by hand. Mm-hmm. I'm glad this type of trade is still around. And I guess based off of, kind of looking at this, I think it's going to be around for quite some time. I don't think machines are going to replace this.
Well, that's why the sawmill supervisor was saying that they're kind of irreplaceable at this point. Machines can't do what these guys can do. So
yeah, and looking at it does seem to be the case. I can't really picture a saw being able to do this as effectively as what we saw by hand. But it is definitely an art form, in my opinion. I can see how like it is so detail oriented from how you could. Like what you're feeling. You're feeling the different what's happening within the slate as you're hitting it. I can see how that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's probably nuance to it.
Yes. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for us today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey. Until next time, peace.